A smashing song, that, and I understand it's literally just got into the charts, what, today, yesterday?
Tuesday is chart day, yes, just went in.
And
it's an unusual one for me because it's the first one I recorded that I didn't write, and the first one I recorded in America, in New York, so it's interesting to see the way that people like it.
It's a big, powerful number, isn't it? It builds and builds.
Yes, it's a good song. It's always been one of my favourites. I think it was first written in the 60s.
Smashing song. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
David, there's always a sort of fairy tale thing about your story. I mean, you read in the paper that there you were with a pregnant wife and facing the dole and thinking, I'm going to jack this all in, and then bingo, you get Godspell. Was it as dramatic as that?
It really was, yeah. You see, before Godspell, I'd always drifted around. I'd played in bands, blues bands, and done things for myself, you know. I really didn't care about a career. And then all of a sudden I was faced with this problem, a family, and I realised I couldn't just keep signing on and doing odd jobs and then working for a band, being out of work. So the crunch came and I decided to look in the situations vacant.
For a real job?
A real job, proper job. I thought something where I'd be my own governor, you know, sort of like lorry driving or something where I could be by myself. And then all of a sudden I got a call from Derek Bowman, one of my managers, and said there's this show coming over called Godspell. And I said, well, you mean gospel, don't you? He said, no, it's called Godspell and they want to see you. So I went very hostile to the idea I was going to forget it. And I did this audition and they went crackers. They looked at 2,000 actors and they all came running, they were Americans, they came running down to the front and said, Jesus, Jesus. So I said, oh, all right. And and then I realised that they were total nutcases because they said, well, the thing is, we want you to play Jesus, but we want you to play Jesus as a red-nosed clown. So I thought, right, okay. No wonder I got the job, you know.
Yeah. But, I mean, from there on, it really was a bandwagon rolling along. There's a very interesting thing that in your movie career, which is about to blossom again, I know, because I've been doing things that we'll come on to in just a moment, that you've played a pop star who couldn't handle the pressures.
Yes.
You know, the McLean role that you played. You've handled it very well.
Yeah. I think the main difference between that character, Jim McLean, and David Essex, if you like, was that I think Jim McLean wanted to be very famous. That was the main goal in his life. And I always approached things in a much more workmanlike, creative way, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
I've done things that have appealed to me, projects that have appealed to me. And it's great that they relate to a lot of people, but I think you've got to try and satisfy your creative instincts first and not worry about being famous, you know. And it sort of happened to me. And that's wonderful.
And you stayed well away from the drug scene.
Yeah, I knocked back a few, but drinks.
Yes. But, but you saw too much of the damage caused by...
Yeah, it's the beginning of the end, any of that, honestly. I've got so many friends that have changed because of it. Los Angeles has a dramatic effect on a lot of people.
Well, you've got two little whispers, I want. What about the movies? There are a couple of movies being mentioned with your name very closely tied to them. Are you going to accept?
I think so. I'll probably be doing something, yes, because you see the problem after Stardust was that the scripts that came over were so close to Stardust and usually so boring you wouldn't want to do them, and therefore you couldn't you couldn't involve yourself in those projects.
But you're going to sign, aren't you?
I think so, because...
What about one other thing?
Yeah.
Rushing a little bit, because I've been told that you were offered the role of Che Guevara in Evita.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to talk about it?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I don't think I'll do it because again, they want you to sign up for about 9 months.
For a moment, we'll be coming back to you. David Essex, thank you very much. But when it comes to Michael Caine sound posh...
Yes, yes, it was, you couldn't understand me, except if you lived in West Ham, where I came from, you could understand it.
Sort of Canning Town, wasn't it?
Canning Town.
Yeah, I mean, because it's quite posh now, you reckon, the way we do it.
Very posh.
Yeah, you see, the poshness... Poshness, fashions in poshness do change. You see, David, with a shirt hanging outside jeans, looks as if he's going to a posh party.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what I look like, but if I dressed like David, I would look as if I'd just got out of bed and had come down to answer an early postman. I'd never get away with it.
But you've been doing the amazing trick of following Sir John Gielgud and now Ralph Richardson
Yes.
into the classic. So this versatility theme has kept you in full employment throughout your career.
It's proliferating. I don't know where it's going to end. Perhaps all I need is a religious musical to get me on
Yes,
the road.
Or to hang your shirt out over your jeans.
Yes.
Well, thank you both very much indeed for helping us to celebrate a very important day
Yeah.
for us.
Thank you for
very
asking.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Being 1,000 programmes old today, and sometimes it feels like it really does.
1,000 glasses up there. 1,000 glasses of champagne for 1,000 films. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a toast to make. No program can be a success, however successful its teamwork and production, however successful its teamwork and presentation, without a loyal audience. We've had one of the most loyal in the history of television, and so for 1,000 programs, our toast is to you. Thank you very much. A smashing finish, I told you. We'll have a smashing finish. Sure.